at Boeing Innovation. And I think it's an important issue, not just in Sarpsborg, in Østfold, in Norway. It's an important question globally. So we also tried therefore to collect some data in Japan, UK, US, as well as in Norway, to understand this issue, and also to understand what are commercial aspects of that. How could small, large corporations utilize this? What's the role of policymakers for it as well? So Stephen DeMello, our next speaker, will soon talk a little bit more about this study that we have done and some of the results from it, where we had this consumer survey in January. So the data we are presenting for you today are quite fresh. And it's the first time I have had a survey in Japanese in a research project. Luckily, you have others who know that for us. But it's basically, what's new with it? We've interviewed those who are between 50 and 60 years old today about the solutions that they envisage and what they would like to see as regard in-home care services, as well as some other and related technologies. Here's just briefly how the questions relate to the service innovation triangle, just to illustrate that what we've collected tie in with this. And we have a little bit over 1,000 completed surveys from the residents of these 4 countries. And we will soon hear how Norway stands out from that. Over to the table there, you found an article that Richard Cuthbertson and I just recently wrote on that service innovation triangle. So there we can get a more solid foundation for each of these 9 parts. There will be a book coming at Oxford University Press, which is a little bit thicker, Richard? A little bit thicker than this one, and some other books as well, including one in independent living. And this is just how Stephen Izal will present to you some examples of how to use the triangle. So this is the same triangle again, where we compare, say, Amazon versus Borders, or Facebook versus MySpace. So then, where does one company have the advantage over the other company for each of these 9 segments, or are they at parity? And then we can use this to compare companies and their innovation ability. You can use this to compare nations as well, or sectors within different nations. So I think that's going to conclude what I'm going to say right now. And I just wonder, any questions or comments before I turn it over to Stephen DeMello? What's your best definition of innovation? I'm always interested in that. Somebody who has, what's innovation? It's many aspects of it, many definitions, of course. It's something about, value creation, something about taking an idea and so it gives value for someone or bring it into a market. It must be this kind of, that must be common, I think, denominator for all definitions. Yeah? I'll ask you later. Thank you. Okay, I turn it over to Stephen DeMello.